So when you have a continuous series, that kind of data is called as what? Group data. Under direct method, what is the formula to compute the mean? X bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. Assumed mean is known to us. Any arbitrary figure in the x, you can take it as assumed mean. Hello everybody, I'm your Divya ma'am, lecturing Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Mysuru, the Temple of Excellence. Today I welcome you all for the session 2 on your chapter 5, that is your measure of central tendency. The topic for today's discussion: calculation of arithmetic mean for group data, discrete series under direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method, and we are also discussing about the continuous series and their formula. So in the previous chapter we have discussed regarding the ungrouped data. So how to solve the problem under ungrouped data, how to calculate the arithmetic mean for ungrouped data under direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. So in this session you will be able to understand how the grouped data will be calculated with the help of direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. Moving further, so calculation of arithmetic mean for the grouped data discrete series. So in the previous session we have discussed about how the individual series has to be solved. If the problem is given with the help of a assumed mean method, step deviation method and the direct method, how the ungrouped data, that is your individual series problem, has to be solved, that we have seen in the last class. But in today's class we will be discussing about the grouped data. So group data simply means what? Whatever the data is given, in that data will be classified and there will be a class interval in between the data. So for example 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So what is this? This is a grouped data. So when you have a continuous series, that kind of data is called as what? Group data. So direct method. So in case of discrete series, so individual series and discrete series, when x is given, this is what? This is individual series. 0, 10, 15, 20, what is this? This is an individual series, but along with x, if f is given, when two variables are given to solve, then 0, 5, 10, 15, then what is this? This is called as what? Discrete series. So in case of discrete series, frequency against each observation is multiplied by the value of the observation. The values so obtained are summed up and divided by the total number of frequencies. Simply means what? Your x bar, that is mean, is equal to what? Sigma fx divided by sigma f. So what is this? This is called as discrete series formula for calculating the mean under direct method. So we are following which method? Direct method. Under which series? Discrete series. And what is the formula for direct method discrete series? Is sigma fx divided by sigma f. So what is the sigma fx? It is the sum of the product of variables and frequency. So x is a variable, f is the frequency, the multiplication of this, and when you summarize the data you will get what? Sigma fx, and divided by sigma x, summation of frequencies, f frequencies, if you add it up all together, and the summarization of data, the total of the data is what? Sigma f. So this is the direct method. So which series we are following? Discrete series. For discrete series we are using direct method. So how to compute the mean under discrete series? Under direct method, that is sigma fx divided by sigma f. So this is the formula to compute the mean under direct method. Next we have a question to be solved. Plot in a housing colony come in only 3 sizes. So what are the sizes? 100 square meter, 200 square meter and 300 square meter. So X variable is there. So we have 3 plots that is given in square meter, that is 100, 200, 300, and the number of plots is given respectively. So what are those? 200, 50 and 10. So what are X now? X is X variable 100, 200, 300, and what is F? That is the frequency, that is number of plots, 200, 50 and 10. So this, with the help of this data, we have to compute an average, that is your mean, by using direct method. Moving forward, calculation of arithmetic mean for a group data under direct method. So this is the formula for direct method, this is the formula for assumed mean method, and this is the formula for step deviation method. So now let us solve direct method formula by the below example, previous slide which we saw. So plots in a housing colony come in only 3 sizes as the question I have explained you people, 100 square meter, 200 square meter and the 300 square meter, and the number of plots are respectively 250 and 10. So X variable is what? Plot size in square meter, and what is F? That is number of plots. So under direct method, what is the formula to compute the mean? X bar is equal to sigma fx divided by sigma f. So this is the formula under direct method to be calculated. So let us know what is fx is all about. So what is f? F is the number of plots. What is x? X is the plot size in square meter. So if you multiply, you will get what? Fx. So what we want in the formula? Fx, sigma fx. We want what? Total of fx. So how to find total of fx? When you multiply 200 with 100, you will get what? Your fx. So if you multiply f and x, you will be getting your fx. So 200 into 100, 20,000, 50 into 200, 10,000, 10 into 300, you will be getting what? 3,000. So 20,000, 10,000 and 3,000. When you add all this data, what you get? When you add all this numbers, you get 33,000. So what is this 33,000? It is sigma fx. So you got sigma fx. Now again what you want? You want is sigma f. So how to find sigma f? So total of f, you will get it sigma f. Sigma f is equal to 200 plus 50 plus 10, it is 260. So as per your direct method formula, you are substituting the value. So what is the values? 33,000 divided by 260, you will get the answer. You will get a mean answer under direct method. So let's substitute the values to the formula. So what is sigma fx? Sigma fx is 33,000 divided by sigma f is how much? 260. So if you divide it, let's use the calculator. 33,000 divided by 260, the value you get is 126.9. It is 127. What's the value? 126.92. It is approximate 127 square meter. So now let's interpret the answer. Therefore, the mean plot size in the housing colony is 127 square. So what is mean? Under direct method for discrete series, it is 127 for the problem that we have solved. Moving forward, we have assumed mean methods. As I have told you, to further simplify the answer, for the easy identification, for the simplification of the answer, we have another method called assumed mean method. So we have already discussed in the when we did the problem in your individual series classes, we have already discussed what is assumed mean method. Here also, for discrete series as well as your continuous series, we have assumed mean method. So what is this assumed mean method? As in case of individual series, the calculation can be simplified by using assumed mean method. For the simplification of the answer, we have another method. I described earlier with a simple modification. Since frequency of each item is given here, we multiply with deviation. So D is there by the frequency to get FD. Then we get sigma FD. The next step is to get the total of all the frequency, that is sigma F. Then find out sigma FD divided by sigma F, finally to compute the arithmetic mean. So what is the formula? The formula is A plus sigma FD divided by sigma F. So this is the formula how to compute D, how to find out. So D is equal to X minus A. So what is this A stands for? A is nothing but your assumed mean. Assumed mean. So what is this assumed mean? Any arbitrary figure you get in your data, that can be taken as assumed mean. So in the previous individual series also we have taken assumed mean. Here also in the assumed mean method for discrete series, we are going to assume a number as a assumed mean, a arbitrary number. Moving forward, so we have a question, the same question we will take. So plots in size we have 100, 200, 300. Number of plots is 250 and 10. So X and F. So this is sigma F. So what is the formula under assumed mean method? A plus sigma FD divided by sigma F. So sigma F is known to us. Sigma F is how much? 260. But we doesn't know what is assumed mean. We'll assume 200. Any arbitrary figure in your X, you can assume it as assumed mean. You can take 100 also, 200 also and 300 also. The answer will be similar, but we are assuming what? 200 as a assumed mean. So what is assumed mean? Assumed mean will be 200. Now let us compute. F is known to us. We doesn't know D. How to find out D? D is equal to X minus A. So what is X? 100. Okay. 100 minus A assumed mean, that is 200. So how much you will get? Minus 100. So assumed mean will be what? Minus 100. So 200 minus 200. So what is X here? 200. What is assumed mean? 200. 200 minus 200, it will be 0. And what is X here? 300. 300 minus 200, how much it will be? It will be 100. So what will be your D? Your D value will be 0. Next, let us know FD. So what we want? FD we want. Sigma FD. So F is here and D is here. So what is F? 200. 200 into minus 200, it will be minus 20,000. Correct? Yes. So 50 into 0, it will be 0. And 10 into 100, it will be 1000. So if you add all the data, sigma FD is equal to how much? Let's use the calculator and see. 20,000 minus 1,000, it will be 19,000. It will be minus 19,000. So greater number sign. So what is this? Is plus 1,000. This is minus 1,000. Plus into minus, minus. What is the greater number sign? Minus. So minus 19,000 is your sigma FD. So now let us calculate. We got sigma FD, we got A, and we got F sigma F. So now let us substitute all the values to the formula and compute the mean. So what is assumed mean? The arbitrary figure we have assumed in the data, that is 200. So in your X we are assuming it. Any number you can take it as assumed mean. So we are taking 200. So 200 plus what is sigma FD we have computed, it is minus 19,000. Next, divided by what is sigma F, it is 260. Now let's use the calculator and find out what is mean. So plus into minus, it will be minus 19,000 divided by 260, it is 73. 200 minus 73.076. If you subtract it from 200, 73 minus 0.76, the answer will be around 126.924. So with the direct method also we have got the same answer. Let us see that. So by solving the direct method also we have got the same answer. By using assumed mean method also we have got the same answer. By doing step deviation method, let us discuss how can we solve the problem. Step deviation method, in this case the deviations are divided by common factor. So here C stands for what? Common factor, which simplifies the further calculation. To again simplify the further calculation, for a easy methodology we use step deviation method. So in order to reduce the size of a numerical figure, for the easy calculation, all these methods we used in order to find out the mean. Then get FD dash and FD, sigma FD dash. The formula for arithmetic mean using step deviation method is given as what? So this is the formula for step deviation method. X bar is equal to A stands for assumed mean plus sigma FD dash divided by sigma F into C. So what C stands for? A stands for assumed mean, C stands for a common factor, FD dash we have to find out. How to find out D dash? X minus A divided by C, that is your common factor. So with this example only, let us discuss how to calculate the arithmetic mean by using your step deviation method. So the same plots of is given, number of plots is given, and let us erase this. So let us discuss using step deviation methods. We have plots given, F is given, and we have to find out D. What is the formula under step deviation method? X bar is equal to A plus sigma FD dash divided by sigma F into C. So assumed mean is known to us. Any arbitrary figure in the X, you can take it as assumed mean. Okay, you can take 100 also, you can take 200, 300, but the answer will be similar. And number of plots, F is there, sigma F is known to us. So A is 200, sigma F is 260. What we have to find out now? Common factor. What is common factor? What is common in this number? It is 100. 100 is common in this number. So 100 to 200, 200 to 300. What is the common difference we have? That is 100. So your common difference will be what? 100. So you have got common difference, you have got assumed mean, you have got sigma F. The only thing we have to compute is D dash. How to compute D dash? X minus A divided by C. So what is X? 100. What is assumed mean? 200. So 100 minus 200 divided by 100, it will be minus 1. Okay, I repeat. So what is X? X value is how much? 100. What is assumed mean? 200. So X minus A, that is your 100 minus 200 divided by common factor, that is 100, the value you get is what? 1. Again, what is x here? 200. What is assumed mean? 200. 200 minus 200 divided by 100, you get what? 0. And next, what is x? X is 300. 300 minus 200 divided by 100, you get is plus 1. So your d dash will be 0. And next, f d dash. How do you get f d dash? By multiplying d dash with f. So how you get? F into d dash. D dash and f, if you multiply, you get f d dash. So what is f d dash now? 200 into minus 1, minus 200. 50 into 0, 0. 10 into 1, it is 10. So if you add all this data, all this number, you get minus 190 as sigma FD dash. So you got FD dash now. So let's put all the values to the formula and see what is the mean. So what is assumed mean? Assumed mean is 200 plus sigma FD dash is how much? Minus 190 divided by what is sigma F? 260. Sigma X is what? 260. And next, what is the common factor? Common factor is 100. So now let's use the calculator and find out the answer. So minus 190 divided by 260, it is minus 190 divided by 260 into 100. If you do, how much the value will be? It will be 73 minus 73, 73.076. Okay, so this is plus. So plus into minus, it will be minus 200 minus 73.076. Then the value you get how much? Then the value you get is 126.924. Any method if you use, the answer will be similar. If you use direct method, if you use assumed mean method or the step deviation method, the answer that you get for your mean computation will be similar. But for the further simplification, for the easy calculation, we have this method. So in your examination, they might ask you, compute the mean for the following data by using direct method and step deviation method. So you should be able to solve the problem. So you have to make a chart at your home. That is a homework for you people. So what is the homework? You have to make a chart like this. So what does this chart contain? So this is your direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. Direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method for individual series, for discrete series and for continuous series. So this chart is an homework for you people. You have to do it at home. So what you have to do? Direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. For individual series, what is the formula? For discrete series, what is the formula? And for continuous series, what is the formula? For your assumed mean method, what is the formula? So you have to make a chart and you have to compute the mean. Okay, so this is the assignment for you people. Moving forward, we have continuous series. So here in continuous series, the class intervals are given. So as I have bifurcated between grouped data and ungrouped data. So this is grouped data. The process of calculating arithmetic mean in case of continuous series is similar to discrete series. The only difference is midpoint. So what you will see here, M. Instead of D, you will be seeing what? m. That is the only difference you have in your continuous series. That is the midpoint of various classes that has to be taken among the intervals. We have already known that class interval may be exclusive or inclusive or unequal. So what is exclusive? If the data is given like this. So what is this? This kind of data is called as what? Exclusive data. So exclusive class interval. Okay. And next, when we have the data starts from 0 to 9, again this number doesn't start from 9, it starts from 10. So 10 to 19, again it is from 20 to 29. So if the data starts like this, then it is inclusive method, and if the data doesn't have any equal interval like 0 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 to 100, so on. If the data is not equal, then it is called as what? Unequal class interval. So in your examination, they'll give you inclusive and exclusive data. So you have to understand what kind of method is given and then try to solve the problem. In all these cases, calculation of arithmetic mean is done in a very similar way. So calculate average marks of a following student using direct method and step deviation method. So let us before understand what is the formula for direct method. So x bar is equal to sigma fm here. So instead of deviation, what we are using? Midpoint. So sigma fm divided by sigma f. So what is the formula? Sigma fn divided by sigma f is the formula for direct method. So which is this method? Direct method under continuous series. So this is the formula. So what is step deviation formula? It is similar to your discrete series formula. The only difference is what? Midpoint. So x bar, that is mean, is equal to a plus sigma fd dash divided by sigma fd into c. So this is the formula. In order to find out the deviation here, it is not that x minus a divided by c, it is x minus a divided by c. Here it is m minus a divided by c. That is the thing we have in your step deviation method. Moving forward, we have a problem to be solved. So in this problem, I'll be explaining you how to solve direct method as well as step deviation method. So computation of average marks of exclusive class interval by direct method as well as step deviation method. So in this problem, they have given the value. So what is the value? The value of a marks, average marks, that has been given in an inclusive interval. Inclusive intervals as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. So let us solve the problem first by direct method. So x bar is equal to sigma fm divided by sigma f. So first let us know what is sigma f. Sigma f is how much? 70. If you add all the numbers, you get what? 70. So sigma f is known to us. Now let us know what is sigma fm. So fm is what? Here f into m. So what m stands for? Mid value. How to find out mid value? You have to take up the class. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2. Upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. This is lower limit and this is upper limit divided by 2. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2. How many numbers we have? 1 and 2. So how many class? 2 is the class. So lower limit and upper limit divided by 2, you get what? 5. Okay, I'll repeat for the second one again. 10 plus 20 divided by 2, how much it is? 15. 20 plus 30 divided by 2, it is 25. 30 plus 40 divided by 2, it is 35. 40 plus 50 divided by 2, it is 45. 50 plus 60 divided by 2, it is 55. 60 plus 70 divided by 2, it is 65. So this is how you calculate your midpoints. After calculating midpoint, let us multiply with F. So you will get FM. So 5 5s are 25. 12 into 15, it is 180. 15 into 25, 375. 25 into 35, it is 875. 8 into 45, it is 360. 3 into 55, 165. 2 into 65, it is 130. So if you add all this numbers, you get sigma FM. So what is sigma FM now? 2110 divided by what is sigma F? 70 is the sigma F. So let us calculate this by using a calculator. So 2110 divided by 70, it will be around 30.1428. So interpretation for this, the average marks of a student is how much? It is 30.14. So what is the mark? 30.14. That is your average marks of a students. So that is 30.14. So how to solve? By using step deviation method. The formula, as I have taught you, what is the formula for step deviation method? A plus sigma FD dash divided by sigma F into C. So let's solve for the same example by using step deviation method. So what's the formula? A plus sigma FD dash divided by sigma F into C. So how to find D dash? Your D dash is equal to M minus A divided by C. So assumed mean, among M you can take any assumed mean. So you can take 35 here. So we are assuming mean as what? 35. So your assumed mean will be 35 here. So sigma F, we have got assumed mean. What is the common factor here? Common factor is 10. So what is common factor? The difference is 10. So similar, common among the number, what is 10? So common factor is 10. So we have got common factor, assumed mean sigma F. We have to calculate D dash. How to calculate D dash? M minus A divided by C. So what is midpoint? 5 is the midpoint minus A. So what is assumed mean here? 35. So 5 minus 35 divided by 10, you get is what? Minus 3. Again, midpoint is how much? 15. 15 minus 35 divided by 10, how much you get? Minus 2. Similarly, if you do, you get D dash. And if you multiply with F, you will get FD dash. 5 3s are 15 minus 15. 12 2s are 24. Minus is the sign here, we are putting minus 24. 15 1s are 15. So similarly, if you multiply D dash with F, you will get the value as FD dash. So then the total of this is what? Sigma FD dash. So we have got all the values. Let's substitute the values into the formula and compute the mean by using step deviation method. So what is assumed mean? Assumed mean is 35 plus sigma FD dash, it is minus 34. What is sigma F? It is 70 into common factor is 10. So by using a calculator, let us see what is the value we get. So first we have to solve this. 34 minus 34 divided by 70, it is 0.485 into 10, it is 4.8. So 35 plus into minus, minus 4.857. Then if you subtract it with 35 minus 4.857, 857, next the value will be around 30.143. So this is what we have got by solving direct method. Here also by doing step deviation method also we have got the similar answer. What is mean by using step deviation method? Again it is your 30.14. So the only difference you have is midpoint. So that's it for today. In today's class we have discussed how to solve the arithmetic mean, that is your mean computation by using direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. So in the previous class we have discussed about the individual series. In today's class we have discussed about the discrete series as well as continuous series, how to solve the mean by using direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope the session was very interesting, fruitful, and whatever we have discussed, everything you people have understood. Smile is the biggest jewel you can wear. So keep smiling. Thank you so much.